Greetings to the global community. This is Leonardo Reyes, founder of PMOfficers, and the rest of the associated brands. Well, first of all, I want to thank all of you for your support over all these years in all the content that I am or try to share, not only in video format, but in everything we attempt to share on social media, both here on YouTube. Hit the bell and give it a like. Hit OK so that the YouTube algorithm helps us share, and also for the people who support us or follow us on the blockchain on the Odyssey channel. Thank you as well. So on this occasion, I want to share my reflections on the latest PMO conference that I have been able to attend. I have participated in some, but in the vast majority, I have attended as just another person. The truth is that over the last few years, I suppose approximately, in the last 8 to 10 years, there has indeed been a very strong momentum in global events related to PMO, and I have had the immense pleasure and privilege of attending several in different countries, as well as being invited to give some talks. But in the vast majority, I have participated as a member, as a participant in both languages, in Spanish and English. On this occasion, I want to talk to you about the latest event I attended this October 2024 in London, organized by FuturePMO. I have attended this conference practically since its beginnings. I have been attending for 6 years, and this will be my 6th year. I remember perfectly the first time I attended, when the PMO Global Awards were presented. The awards given by the PMO Global Alliance to all the companies and the most influential or important professionals worldwide regarding PMO topics. One thing I particularly like over all these years I have attended, and even those I have not attended, is how they have reinvented themselves in terms of the presentation of the event itself. In some years, the theme has been, for example, James Bond. In another year, it was Star Wars, the final frontier, the future. This year, it has been about Harry Potter. I must also say that over the years, there have been people from both worlds, well, the public and private sectors. On one occasion, I want to remember an NGO or non-governmental organization that also presented, and they talked about topics such as the successes of the PMO, recommendations on how to better lead your PMO, how to achieve success, leadership themes, theme topics, and everything related to project management offices and PMOs, as well as project management. All the attendees are British. Let's say they have about 90 to 95% from Great Britain. The United Kingdom has had the pleasure for several years. On some occasions, we have met people from Spain at conferences, and in some parts, let's say, we do not call them workshops in the usual sense, but rather they are individual sessions where some things are explained, sometimes examples are shared, and sometimes some exercises are done. In small rooms, let's say the main room is for the main conference, the talk, the opening, and the closing, in addition to the main sessions and several presentations from the public sector. And why do I want to highlight this? Because for all of us who have worked, whether leading a PMO or as part of the culture in the public sector, it is important to emphasize how in other countries the importance given to it is not the same as that in the United Kingdom, where it is given a lot of importance. The truth is that they are light years ahead of the rest of the countries. In the world, in the public sector, I believe that this is what sets them apart from the rest of the world. Perhaps, right now, in the Middle East, 2001, they are greatly enhancing the public sector. They have a lot of money and are boosting it significantly. They are hiring all this expertise from other countries. On the other hand, people are quite nice, or rather super nice. Networking is interesting from the external or foreign perspective, as in my case or a similar case where we come from Spain or other countries. Listening to people, you network and hear how they lead in different circumstances, how they do things, how they execute, or how they try to improve. Therefore, I believe it is quite interesting, 2001, to listen to people who have already traveled the path in their country, in their industry, or, let's say, in their region. We have indeed traveled this path, but in a different way. So listening to other people's experiences is honestly very enriching. I'm not just talking about the talks given in each session, both in the main room and in the different breakout rooms, but also about when you network. Every year I attend, I always come back with new learnings. I've tried to put some of these into practice in everything we do here. There is training in consulting, but without copying. I also want to say this, I want to mention it without copying, but rather to see what they do, how they inspire us, so that we can adapt it to our environment and our concept. For those who have never attended a conference, I believe it is worth attending at least once, regardless of the country you are in or what you do, the role of the industry sector. However, if it is the world of PMOs, it is indeed very enriching, and I would recommend anyone from anywhere in the world who has never attended a conference to come and participate. If you have attended other events, I am not talking about standard project management. I am talking about 100% focused PMO topics. If you have gone to other places on some occasions, for example, the PMO Global Awards, I would definitely recommend coming at least once, attending once so that you can compare for yourselves in person and not have anyone tell you what it is like, but rather experience it firsthand. For people who already have more assisted experience, well, I recommend looking at the attendees, looking at the speakers, and seeing the topics that will be presented. If they consider it to be of interest and it can help them, and they are always open to learning and updating themselves, then it is advisable to attend. I do have the plan in my calendar to attend next year, and we'll see what surprises they have for us. It's fun. So, well, I hope that reflection has been useful to you, and well, we'll see each other on another occasion. A big hug, of course.